Nikola Tesla, a visionary inventor and electrical engineer born in 1856, revolutionized electricity with his pioneering work on alternating current at sea. His inventions, such as the Tesla coil and axle, transformed power transmission, industry, and wireless communication. Tesla's legacy as an iconic inventor who harnessed natural forces for humanity's benefit remains a timeless source of inspiration for innovators worldwide.
I am convinced that when Satan said he wanted to be like the Most High, one of the things that he knew he had to harness was energy. He knows that God made man of matter. He knows that matter is universal. He knows that the world works in concert, that is, it is harmonious with energy. He knows that God spoke the world into existence, that is, created it, that God's voice is energy. He knows that we are made up of matter and that our will, in concert, exudes energy. And so I am not surprised that men like Nikola Tesla reportedly died alone. As I do these decodes, people, I am more and more convinced that the numbers match up because the situations surrounding their lives were orchestrated to occur on a certain date. Translated, allegedly, people like Nikola Tesla, the death was orchestrated. The powers, they got this magic clock. You see, again, when I do these connections, I'm convinced that these are mathematical improbabilities, that they had to be thought out, that they are definitely on an AI level, a level that most of us are just beginning to appreciate because now AI has come into fruition worldwide. The touch of a button or facial recognition, things happen. Arguably, you can go to college now on AI, and your professor will scratch their head saying, wow, how can I differentiate between whether AI did the term paper or you did it? We are so advanced. So advanced. Now I look back and I look at people like this. July 10th, 1856, the day he was born. Today is July 10th, 2025. Happy Thursday. What time is it? I know, right? What time is it? I've done a few videos over the years, over my last channel and this channel. What if I told you a lot of things revolve around this man's date, his life, his inventions? What inspired him? Was he the first to do the things that he did? I don't think so. When you journey into enough history, you can tell other civilizations, oh yeah, they know power. They knew forces, they knew electricity, they knew current, water, and they knew there was a God. But as they explored a lot of these hidden truths, they co-signed with Satan and said, look, I can be in agreement with you. You want to be like the Most High? Okay, you can be a part of my domain. We can roll this thing out together. I get something, you get something. So again, I don't believe Nikola Tesla died on January 7th, 1943 by accident. No. It's all a statement. It speaks. I'm going to get into Nikola Tesla. Before I do that, I want to show you some things, because I do believe that we are living in a realm where time and space is hidden. That is the makeup of it. God knows all, hears all, sees all. But there are entities on this planet very much hidden and in secret. They know the energy, they know the forces, they know how to go in and out of portals. They know how to make something that looks just like us. I coined the phrase, we're back at Eden. I have a new appreciation for Adam and Eve because they didn't know what they were looking at. And many of us, we don't either. It's hard to wrap your mind around a voice or an image that is plastered around the universe, and you're so engaged in it on a daily, weekly, and monthly, and maybe a yearly basis, for you to accept that everything that walks this planet is not of God, yet it looks like us. But we are advanced. And this is not the first time advancements nor immorality has come to a breaking point where God has to intervene. All throughout history it has happened. And I submit to you, we are here yet again. January 7th, 2025. What is that? January 7th, that's the death date of Nikola Tesla. Anniversary 2025. Tomorrow is 7/11 of 2025. I've been saying about a week now, something serious could happen. Who knows? The powers might have brought us to a point where it's just getting more dramatic before the real event happens. We'll see. I'm going to try to do a live tomorrow. We'll see. But the difference between tomorrow's date and the anniversary, 1/11, Nikola's death date, the difference is 185. The 185th day of the year is July 4th. We just finished that, didn't we? Our 249th birthday. But look, here's the first president, February 22nd, 1732, George Washington. I've been doing videos on Georgia for a while to show you the connection between him, the first president, and Trump, the last. Let's look at the numbers. 2/22, 2026, the next birthday of George Washington, versus tomorrow, 7/11, 2025. The difference is 7/11. How did they do that? What if I told you I believe that the powers, when they created America and they created this Gregorian calendar, they know how to set up a mathematical equation, if you will, that when they speak, it points to something. So when you see 7/11 tomorrow versus 2/22, George Washington anniversary, you get 7/11. That's not an accident, because they have crafted a calendar. And I would even go so far as to say they have hijacked God's creation and made it their own. Oh yeah. Then you got This guy, Alex Crawley, October 12th, birth. December 1st, death. Take December 1st, 2024, anniversary of his death, versus tomorrow, 7/11/2025. The difference is 7/13 and 2/22. George Washington and 7/13. That's the day that they said Trump got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. Baby, they've been in time and space. And I believe with all my heart, this man and other people on the planet have figured it out. And powerful people from around the world took their genius. I said took their genius. And they threw things right in our face. What a world. And how about this? Yesterday, Linda Yacarnio, American media executive. She served as chief executive, CEO of X. Well, you know, she resigned yesterday. She left Elon. I heard about it last night. Look at this here. December 21st, 2025, her next birthday. 7/9 is when she resigned, 2025. Well, at least that's when the announcement was. The difference is 165 days. I'm going to say it again. This is her next birthday, 12/21/2025. 7/9/2025, last night she announced she resigning. Formerly Twitter, now X. She's leaving Elon. It's 165 days in between that. What is 165? What if I told you the 165th day of the year is June 14th and that's Trump's birthday? Oh, Pearson, that's coincidence. You have a right to your opinion. And I have a right to mine. Well, Pearson, are you saying these are demons or warlocks and witches and mystics? I'm just saying, look at the math. And tell me how the video that I did earlier today, that I presented, this one last night, connection. Paul Walker, who died in a red Porsche. May he rest in peace. And Trump purchasing a red Tesla. Why these numbers came out, you gotta check out this video. In fact, let me just go to watch this. This is what I mean by being able to bend time and space. Watch this little 1 minute frame and you tell me how these things happen. Watch this.
This is Paul Walker. He starred in a lot of films. Remember when he passed away in a red Porsche? Trump received a red Tesla from Elon. March 31st, 2000. That movie Paul Walker played in. November 30th, 2013, he died. Birthday, 9/12/73. Take 9/12/2000, anniversary of his birthday. 3/31/2000, when the movie came out. The difference was 165 days. The 165th day of the year is June 14th. That's his birthday. 11/30/2013, Paul Walker died in a red Porsche. 3/31/2000 is the movie. The difference is 713. What's 713? Almost taken out due to this on 713.
Trump was hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania in 713. And that's what I'm saying, people. We live in realms. We're living in portals. We're experiencing things that they don't want you to know. But you know, we serve a God who said, I'll never leave you and never forsake you. And he will reveal things to you so you don't be so baffled about what's going on in this realm. Do you understand? So now, listen to these. I want to pick out some excerpts from videos I've done in relation to Nikola Tesla. And again, today's his birthday. Check this out.
And look at this. Nikola Tesla. This guy was the modern what? If he was alive today, him and Elon be best of friends, right? But check it out. Back in the day, let me tell you what happened, brief story. Our government sent Trump's uncle. I believe he was at MIT back in the day. Yeah, I believe he was. Yeah, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. He worked there. They sent Trump's uncle to go and check out Nikola Tesla to see if he had that information on time travel, been in time and space. Well, you know, from the research, they say, nah, he didn't have it. I don't believe it. I believe we got it. They want to know what he had, allegedly. And he died a pauper. If I'm not mistaken, I think the man had less than $30 on him when they found him dead. That's what they reported. It's been a while since I read the history, but yeah, it's deep. It's deep, y'all. Nikola Tesla. July 10th, 1856. Now watch the connection. Watch this connection. It's going to blow your mind. When you take July 10th of Nikola Tesla, the guy who people believe he can bend time and space and go into the future and come back and all that good stuff and read it. Let's just say he cracked the codes. Take his date, July 10th of 2024. Just bring it up to date. Subtract it from what? Inauguration day. You ready for this? January 20th of 2025. When Trump is sworn in. What's the difference? Oh my God. Is this not deep, y'all? 6 months, 1 week, 4 days. That's 614. And who again is 614? Who again is 614? Hello. Trump. Are these people real? Is this before us real? Baby, look, only a God can make these numbers come. Look, I'm going to keep saying it. God has blessed me with a gift and a mindset. I do work hard. I've been studying since I was 17. But only the Holy Spirit can get me up in the morning and have me come up with this.
And have me unravel it at that level. Check this one out.
194, which is July 13th, which is the day that Trump got hit in the ear. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that the realm beginning in 2020 revolves around Tesla bending time and space. I'm convinced they know how to bend time and space. It's deep. And they can make anything happen right before our very eyes. Now look at this. 7/10/2023, another anniversary of Tesla's birthday, versus 4/8. What is 4/8? That was the day of the eclipse, when an X came over the earth. Remember? April 8th, 2024. The difference between that and Tesla's birthday, 7/10, the year before that, is 274. What is 274? Remember I taught you guys? In 274 AD, that's when the Roman Empire did what? They went back and started doing what? They started worshiping the invisible sun, which is what? Sol Invictus. Do you see? China has a replacement sun, so to speak, or their own sun. And guess what? The people of the world are going back to these gods, the sun gods. Call it Ra, call it Sol Invictus, call it what you want to call it. Our time, whatever you want to call it. It's all false god worship right in our face. Then look at this. Let me show you this here. October 7, 2023. Look at the date. October 7, 2023.
That's the day that Israel got hit by Hamas versus what?
Subtracted from birthday, January 7th of 2023.
Nikola Tesla's birthday, 1/7/2023. What's the difference?
We're the same year. What's the difference?
274 again. This is where they're getting their power from. These sun gods. Do you understand? How else could they have predicted? Like this magazine here allegedly predicted this. December 22nd of 2012, A Rough Guide to Hell. Well, Hamas, there's a bandana on this guy's head. That's a bandana. Flying, shooting missiles and bombs at Israel. How they predict that ahead of time, 11 years before it happened? Come on, man. They know how to bend time and space. They can see the future and map it out. They can see the future and map it out. You talk about one of the greatest deceptions on the planet. Everything's being orchestrated. You want to know what's going on in the Middle East in a spiritual sense? They're stalling until the big thing. Benjamin Netanyahu, I don't know, is he still here in Washington? Is something going to happen next couple of days while he's still here? It's been a while. He spent this many days here in Washington, D.C. He been to, this is his third time seeing Trump? See Trump, Pac-Man some more territory. See Trump again, Pac-Man some more territory. See Trump, bomb the hell out of him, make millions of people leave, Pac-Man gets some more territory. What is the end game? Is somebody going to be supreme leader and Lord of Lords and King of Kings? Are they establishing a new satanic kingdom over there? What are they doing? Millions of people being dispersed. What's really going on? Numbers don't lie. And watch this.
And here's Derek Chauvin, the one who had his knee on George Floyd's neck back in the day, right? You remember that? I don't have a picture here, but everybody knows about that. Will it? That's the picture. So, this is his birthday. 3/19. Remember this, because this is going to blow your mind. Derek Chauvin's birthday, the guy who had his knee on George Floyd's neck. He's exactly 48 years old now. I'll tell you what 48 means in a minute, okay? Coincidence.
Let's just go to this.
But 3/19, remember. This is the SUV that George Floyd was in. His friend was in the car in red and black, which means sacrifice. George Floyd's ex-girlfriend was in the car also. She's got on red and black. Roses on her shirt, roses. This is the license plate. BRJ026. Read it backwards. JRB. Is that Joseph Robinette Biden? I asked you, was that Joseph Robinette Biden?
George Floyd's vehicle, license plate, JRB. Is that Joseph Robinette Biden? And what's the 26? Okay, work with me. Look at the decode. Watch this.
026, right?
Here's your 26 on the license plate. I made it a date. Watch this. 26, February 6th versus May 25th. May 25th is when George Floyd died. Watch this.
If I take it literally, 026 as 26, February 6th, the license plate, 26, subtracted from the day, that same day that George Floyd died, 5/25. Anniversary is 25.
You get 319. And what is 319? What is 319 when you subtract those two numbers? Boom. You mean to tell me on the back of George Floyd's license plate is 26/2025? Is 26 subtracted from the day that George Floyd died, come out to 319, which is the birthday of the man who had his knee on his neck. You can't tell me they're not been in time and space. And you can't tell me there ain't no deception. I'm Franchise Pearson. If you like the work, hey, go to my site, click on my portrait, click on more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal, or you can mail a love offering. God bless you. Thank you.